Unlocking the power of self-speech, how your words shape your reality. In the vast expanse of human experience, one of the most powerful yet underappreciated tools at our disposal is the language we use with ourselves. I want to explore with you in our conversation today the profound ways in which the words we whisper, shout, or think silently shape our reality, and how, by altering these words, we can attract all that we desire. Let us start by considering the basic premise that our thoughts are the seeds of our actions. Every action that flowers in the world begins as a seed in the mind. The quality and nature of these seeds depends significantly on the language we use internally. When you talk to yourself, what words do you use? Are these words empowering, or do they reinforce self-doubt and limitations? Imagine for a moment a simple change in your daily self-dialogue. Instead of saying, "I can't," you start using "I can" or "I will." This small shift can initiate a dramatic transformation in your life. But why is this so? It is because by saying "I can," you are not just expressing a possibility. You are commanding your subconscious to act, to find ways, to make it happen. The science behind this is rooted in the concept of self-fulfilling prophecy. When we anticipate a specific outcome in our lives, our actions subconsciously align to bring about that very outcome. If you consistently tell yourself that you are capable and deserving, your actions will align to prove this belief true. Conversely, if your internal dialogue is tainted with self-doubt, your actions might lead you to failure, thereby reinforcing this negative belief.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Now, consider the impact of words charged with emotion. Emotional energy acts as a powerful amplifier in attracting what we desire. When you infuse your self-talk with passion, excitement, or gratitude, you are not just thinking, you are invoking, you are creating. For instance, when you say, "I am grateful for the abundance in my life," and truly feel that gratitude, you elevate your vibrational frequency, and the universe begins to align your external circumstances with those of abundance. However, it's crucial to acknowledge that changing our self-dialogue is not merely about replacing negative words with positive ones. It's about changing the narratives we believe about ourselves and our world. It's about shifting from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance, from fear to love, from doubt to certainty. Let us now delve into the realm of beliefs. Our beliefs are like the script of a play, and our self-talk is the director. If the script is flawed, even the best director cannot make a successful play. Therefore, to truly harness the power of our words, we must first examine the beliefs that give rise to these words. Are these beliefs serving us, or are they holding us back? To do this, we must listen to our inner dialogue critically and compassionately. We need to understand the origin of these beliefs. Many of our beliefs about ourselves are formed in early childhood and are influenced by our environments and the people around us. They can be entrenched, but they are not immutable. By consciously choosing to adopt new, empowering beliefs, we begin to rewrite the script of our lives. This brings us to a crucial point, the practice of mindfulness. By being mindful of our thoughts and words, we become observers of our internal dialogue, not just passive participants. Mindfulness allows us to catch ourselves when we fall into the trap of negative self-talk and immediately correct our course. This practice of catching and correcting can gradually transform our internal dialogue. Now, I invite you to reflect. What are the predominant themes of your internal dialogue? How do they align with the life you wish to lead and the desires you want to manifest? Rewriting your internal script. Practical steps to transformative self-talk. As we proceed with our exploration of the transformative power of self-talk, it becomes essential to equip ourselves with practical tools and exercises that can facilitate this profound change. The journey from recognizing the impact of our words to effectively altering them involves intentional practices that embed new, empowering narratives into our subconscious. The first step in rewriting our internal script is awareness. We must become vigilant observers of our thoughts. This isn't merely about catching negative thoughts, but about understanding the context and patterns of these thoughts. Do they arise when you face a particular situation or when interacting with specific individuals? Awareness allows us to pinpoint triggers and understand the environments that influence our self-talk. Once we have identified these patterns, the next step is to challenge them. This involves questioning the validity and usefulness of our existing beliefs. For instance, if you find yourself thinking, "I am not good enough to achieve this," ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence do I have to support this belief? And how would I feel and what would I do if I believed the opposite? By disputing our limiting beliefs, we start loosening their grip on our psyche. After challenging these beliefs, the next phase is to replace them with empowering affirmations. Affirmations are positive, present tense statements that reflect the reality we wish to create. They should be personal, specific, and emotionally charged. For example, instead of a vague affirmation like, "I am good," you could say, "I am a skilled and passionate creator who adds value to everything I undertake." The specificity and emotional charge enhance the impact of the affirmation on your subconscious. However, affirmations alone are not enough. They must be accompanied by visualization. Visualization is the practice of creating a vivid mental image of the desired outcome. It's not just about seeing it, it's about experiencing it with all your senses. What would you see, hear, feel, smell, and perhaps even taste when your desire is fulfilled? Engaging all your senses makes the visualization more real to your subconscious, enhancing its ability to influence your external reality. Another powerful technique in rewriting your internal script is journaling. Journaling allows you to externalize and examine your thoughts and beliefs on paper. It provides a reflective space where you can write new narratives and affirmations, and also track your progress over time. Seeing your evolution in thought patterns documented can be incredibly motivating and affirming. Integration of these new beliefs and affirmations into your daily life is crucial. This can be done through repeated practice. The more you repeat an affirmation or visualize a desired outcome, the more ingrained these become in your subconscious. It's like training a muscle. Repetition makes it stronger and more reactive. Now, let us consider the role of emotions in this process. Emotions are powerful drivers of action. They can either empower or hinder us. Therefore, it is vital to cultivate emotional states that align with our desires. Practices such as gratitude, compassion, and love can raise our vibrational frequency, making us more receptive to good things. What emotions do you most frequently feel? How do these emotions influence your self-talk? Finally, let us not underestimate the power of gratitude. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we possess. It expands our perception of possibility and opens us up to receiving more. Each day, try to express gratitude not only for what you have, but also for what you are about to receive, as if it is already yours. Reflect on this. How often do you allow your emotions to lead your dialogue? And could transforming those emotional responses change the conversations you have with yourself? Navigating social influences on self-talk, strengthening your internal dialogue in a connected world. As we continue our exploration into the transformative power of self-talk, it is crucial to recognize that our internal dialogue does not exist in isolation. It is continuously shaped and reshaped by our interactions and the environments we inhabit. In this part, we will discuss how to manage and leverage these external influences to reinforce the empowering narratives we are building within ourselves. One of the first steps in managing external influences is to assess the nature of our relationships. Each person we interact with can act as a mirror, reflecting back at us not only what we project, but also what we need to learn about ourselves. Ask yourself, who are the people you spend most of your time with? Do they uplift you, or do they drain your energy? Do their words and actions support the new beliefs you are cultivating, or do they reinforce old patterns you are trying to break? It is often said that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. If these individuals are positive, driven, and supportive, it is likely that these qualities will reflect in our own attitudes and behaviors. On the other hand, if our circle consists of people who constantly criticize or doubt their abilities and yours, it might be challenging to maintain a positive self-dialogue. Once you have assessed your relationships, the next step is to establish boundaries. Boundaries are not barriers. They are guidelines that help you protect your mental space. They enable you to decide what type of behavior and communication you accept from others. When you clearly communicate your boundaries, you teach others how to treat you, reducing the likelihood of negative influences on your self-talk. In addition to setting boundaries, actively seek out and cultivate relationships that inspire and challenge you in positive ways. Surround yourself with people who embody the qualities you admire and aspire to develop. These relationships can serve as powerful catalysts for growth and positive change. Another significant aspect of managing social influences is dealing with criticism and negative feedback. It is important to differentiate between constructive criticism, which can help you grow, and destructive criticism, which can undermine your self-worth. When faced with criticism, use your enhanced self-awareness to evaluate its validity and relevance. If the criticism is constructive, integrate it in a way that helps you improve. If it's destructive, let it pass through you without internalizing it. Remember, you control which words and opinions impact your inner narrative. Social media also plays a significant role in shaping our self-talk. The curated perfection often portrayed can lead to unfair comparisons and feelings of inadequacy. It is vital to approach social media with a discerning mind. Use it as a tool for connection and inspiration rather than a metric for self-evaluation. Be selective about who you follow and how much time you spend on these platforms. Ensure that your social media use supports your journey of positive self-talk. As you navigate these social landscapes, mindfulness remains a key tool. Be present in your interactions and mindful of the internal dialogues that arise from them. This awareness will help you quickly recognize when an external influence is affecting your self-talk and allow you to take proactive steps to realign with your empowering narratives. Reflect on this powerful question. How do the words of others influence your internal dialogue, and how can you ensure that this influence serves your growth and well-being?